bunker or inside the White House, for example?
No food and no flesh.
Hi, my name is Abraham Lincoln. I'm here on the White House tour. Now, maybe you are asking why I don't have beard. I got my beard shaved. Well, I am Abraham Lincoln. I was the President of the United States in the years 1961 to 1965. And I am important because I am against the slavery. Well, the White House was constructed on October 3rd, 1792. The idea was of my friend George Washington and the architect was James Hoover. The White House was inspired of the Parliament of Ireland. This incredible house was finished in the 80s. It cost $200,000 of that time. Nowadays, it costs $390 million. Then, and at the first time, it was of color gray because the rock of the White House was from Scotland. Then, in 1814, it was rebuilt and painted white. The first president that gives the names of this house was Sir Roosevelt. He called the White House. During his period, he built the Oval Office where the president works, and Kennedy in 1961 he built the Situation Room where is the place that this country takes the most important decisions. The most important presidents of the United States was Kennedy, Nixon, Johnson, Roosevelt, and obviously me.
Hello, my name is Barack Obama, and I'm going to talk about the architecture of the White House. The principal facade of the White House is formed of 3 floors and 11 bays. The ground floor is hidden by a ramp. With this, it seems like the White House only has 2 floors. The central base acts like a portico. The principal entrance of the portico is surmounted by a luminous sunlight. These entrances have a floral vestment, and the light on the roof is high. The south facade have a combination of Palladian and Neoclassical architecture. This part is formed of 3 floors, all visible. The ground floor is also influenced by Palladian fashion. In the center, it has a Neoclassical style. It's projecting a bow of 3 bays, and the third floor is hidden. This floor is more modern and is covered by a parapet and not have any function. Protection. The White House has a lot of security for obvious reasons. The house is protected by the United States Secret Service and the United States Park Police. To guard airspace over the White House, like the NASAM's Norwegian Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile System. These also have been used to protect the president. The section of Pennsylvania Avenue in front of the house is closed for all the vehicles except government officials.
The White House started its construction since 1792 until 80s during John Adams' presidency. Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, ordered the enlargement of the White House. He ordered the construction of the 2 large colonies, one of east and another for west. During the War of 1812 against Great Britain, Washington D.C. was burned by Britain troops, so the White House was looted and in ruins. Few walls were still standing, so they were demolished and the White House was rebuilt. The only 2 things were rescued from the White House. One of them are the George Washington paint and the Woodley box. The First Lady Caroline Harrison ordered the restoration of the White House, constructing the east and west wings. During the presidency of Teddy Roosevelt, he gave the name of the White House for first time. And during William Taft's presidency was the construction of the Oval House. In 1947, the President Harry Truman ordered the restoration of the White House for the low maintenance and instability of the White House. He didn't live in the White House during 1947 until 1952. The First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy directed the most expensive restoration of the White House history. All the furniture was restored, and all the inside part was restored. George Washington never lived in the White House. Theodore Roosevelt gave the name of the White House for the first time. The Oval House was created by William Taft. James Hoban, the designer of the White House, born in Ireland. The White House was constructed by black slaves. The White House received 30,000 visitors, 3,500 calls, 1,000 taxis, and 10,000 emails every day. 570 gallons are needed to paint the White House. If the President Obama is getting sex with his wife, a Secret Service said in counseling with the face that he and his wife aren't discussing the problem of Bosnia. The White House has 5 professional chefs in complete time.
The White House is the principal and official workplace of the United States, was located in Washington. Now, the president is Barack Obama, who has the responsibility to lead the head of the state and government of the United States and command of the armed forces. The First Lady is Michelle Obama. She has become the model of the woman, and she works in the poverty, health, and education of the population. This is the first African-American couple who has governed USA. The Vice President is Joe Biden. He has to be ready at the moment the President needs him to assume the responsibility of the state. The Cabinet role is to advise the President if the state have problems and are composed by departments, state, treasury, agriculture, education, commerce, defense, health, homeland security, etc. The Supreme Court have the obligation to impart justice in the state. They are the justice powers, in other words. The White House celebrates events. For example, the White House Easter Roll. In this year was celebrated in 6 April 2015. This event features sports, cooking demonstrations, and the classic eggs for search beautiful eggs with candies or something like that. Executive Office of the President has the responsibility from communicating the President's message to American people to promoting the trade interests abroad. All legislative power in the government are in the Congress. This means they can make and change the laws.